Hey everybody, Stacy Harlan here, your aquatic director. I want to first say how excited I am that we're going to be opening our doors to you once again. We have certainly missed you so much and really appreciate all the support we've gotten during this break. So, having said all that, I'm going to do a quick walk through the pool area for you so you can know what to expect when you get here. First and foremost, we are going to ask you guys to try to park in the Fillmore side and enter our large pool, deep end pool. So we'll have a sign on it that says enter here so you know which door to come to. As you guys are lining up to come in, we do have cones we're going to ask you to stand behind, and we will be checking everyone in to make sure we have you on our reservation form, and then also to check you in as a member so we have a record that you were here. And then once we're all done with that, we'll show you where to go. So you'll just take your turn to each cone. We will have this door propped open for you so that you don't have to touch any door handles on your way in. The other thing we do not have up right now, but this dry erase board here, we are planning on posting our pool readings for you. So we're going to take our pool readings every hour to make sure that that water is properly disinfected and super safe for you. So as you come in each day, you'll be able to see what the pool reading currently is in the pool that you are reserved to come into. So if you have any questions on that on your way in, feel free to let us know and we'll be happy to help you. In the meantime, like I said, this door will be propped open. We're going to come on in, and we're actually filling our pool. So you're going to hear a little bit of that water falling as we go through. As you walk around the pool, you'll see the one-way direction signs. We do ask that the best of your ability that you stick with that direction. We do understand there might be a little bit having to backtrack to get equipment or put equipment away, and we're fine with that. Just try to limit that as much as you can. As you walk in, we'll have a table right here up front. One of our lovely aquatic staff members will be sitting here to check you in. And once you give your name, we'll tell you where to go and where you can get any equipment that you might need. You take a quick browse just down the deep end. We are going to be starting our large pool swimmers at opposite ends. So all the even lanes are going to start here in the deep end. All the odd number lanes are going to start in the shallow end. That's just to kind of keep you a little more distance. I do know that we like to sometimes stop in the middle of our lap swim and say hi to our neighbor in the lane next to us. We just ask that you keep that 6-foot distance the best you can when you do stop to have a quick chat. We want you guys to catch up and have those conversations, but just try to remember to keep that social distancing. Once you get checked in, if we keep on walking, just a reminder, we do have our showers closed. If you do need to change, we'd really love for you to come already ready to swim with your swimsuit on. We have lots of space for you to put your bags down and places to sit so that you can get changed or take your clothes off on the deck to get ready. We will have a couple locker room doors open, but that's strictly just to change very quickly and to use the bathroom, wash your hands, and things of that nature. So we do ask that you shower at home. I know after you swim, you want to rinse that chlorine off. I'm going to ask you to just do that at home, okay? As you keep walking, our plan for offering you equipment, we certainly encourage you to bring your own equipment, but we are going to still put some equipment out for you. We will have two different stations. We'll have one in the deep end and one in the shallow. This is our deep end station with a sign that lets you know that this equipment's been cleaned. It's ready to go. It's disinfected, safe to grab and use. Right next door to it, we're going to have a can that says used equipment, and that's where after your swim, you're going to drop your equipment. One of our staff members, after the next crew comes in, is going to clean the equipment in the bins, get it disinfected and ready to go, and then put it back on the shelves for the next crew, okay? If you come and you see that a piece of equipment you like to use is not on a shelf, just let our staff member that is not on the lifeguard chair actively lifeguarding know, and they'll be happy to retrieve it for you. We have everything in our closet already disinfected, so it'll be ready to go. Okay? And then as we keep walking, you'll see that we kind of just want you to keep walking this way. We do have all our benches open, but we are asking you not to use them, okay? Unless we were to have an overflow for some reason, we're going to just leave our benches alone, just the ones that are sitting out and are labeled, okay? So we actually have on this bench, they are labeled. This one says this bench is for lane 2. Okay, so if you're not sure where to put your stuff, just look for the sign, and you'll know where to place your items while you're swimming. Okay, so then we just keep on walking to the shallow end, because some of you swimmers are going to be starting in the shallow end. I'm going to show you where the equipment is located down in the shallow end, and also how you're going to get to the small pool. Okay, which hasn't really changed much, but we'll show you anyway. Down here towards the end of the bleachers is where lane 1 is going to sit to change, and also put their items, locate their items when they are swimming. We did that simply because we have the steps here and we wanted to have a nice clear walkway, so lane 1 is going to be able to use the benches here. Come a little closer to the corner. It's going to tell you to go ahead and turn this way, and then we're going to come to our second set of equipment that we have set out for you. So we have our second shelf. This one also has some items that you may want to use in the small pool, such as noodles and barbells. And again, if there's anything, we want to try to limit how much equipment we put out, just so we can be more attentive to you while you're swimming. But if there is something that you don't see on the shelf, maybe someone already used the blue dumbbells and you would like a set also, just let us know. We'll be happy to grab them for you. Okay? These benches are labeled also for 3 and 5, and that's where you'll set your items. When you are done with your equipment, we have our second trash can that says used equipment. So just on your way out, you can toss your equipment right in there. We're going to let you exit from the building in 3 different doors. This is the first door that you can exit out of, although I will tell you there's no sidewalk out there. We're going to have 2 other exits that you can go out of that do have sidewalks, so you don't have to walk through the grass and the mud on a yucky day. Okay. The next area is the small pool. Okay, so now we're in the small pool. We are reserving 4 spots at a time in the small pool. And something that you'll notice new in the small pool is that my staff and I got a little creative and made these lane lines. Some of you may have not noticed that there were actually mounts in the walls to have lane lines in here. So once upon a time, either they meant to swim laps back here or they used to. So either way, it's working out perfect for us in this situation, because now we can actually have you guys a designated area to stay in. We chose to do it this way because we originally thought, man, I don't want someone who's over 6 feet tall to get stuck in the 3 foot, because they were the 4th person to walk in for the day for the small pool. So this way you can migrate between the shallow and the deep, and you still have lots of room to get your exercise in, and everyone will have a wall. Do want to show everybody real quick that when you get in, these lanes are actually just secured with a carabiner. Okay, so if you do not want to go underwater to get to your section, you can unhook it real quick and just hook it right back in. Okay, I know some of us don't like to get our hair wet when we come into exercise, and that's fine. This way you won't have to do that. We also have the benches in the small pool labeled, 1 for each of you. And we have 1 located in the deeper end, 1 right against the hot tub area, and then 2 here. And we just ask that 1 person at a time sit on the bench and put their personal items on that bench. Otherwise, the small pool functioning is going to be pretty much the same, other than just staying in your own lane. And then the 2 other exit doors that you can go out of in the building that do have sidewalks are the exit door here in the more shallow area, and then the double doors in the deeper area. So you guys are more than welcome to go out those doors, and those will take you to either the parking lot, just the parking lot, or a sidewalk to the parking lot. So that way you can keep your feet from getting muddy and yucky. And I did forget one thing. We do have an equipment drop-off in the small pool as well. So this probably looks familiar. It's the same thing as what we had out in the large pool, just a used equipment. When you guys are all done with your items, as you exit the small pool, just pop them in the can, and we'll make sure we get them clean again for you and ready to go. Okay, and I think that's about it. Just know we're super excited to have you here, and we'll see hopefully some of you on Tuesday, and all of you eventually. You guys take care, stay safe, and we're looking forward to seeing you. Bye.